Good morning, Incogweirdos. A little bonus episode for you today. My hubby and I took a trip to a nearby cryptid area that is very active. This is in the coastal mountain range of western Oregon, right up next to the Pacific Ocean. Here is what I believe to be a Kana trail marking left by one of the forest people. This is probably a Sabe, which means a friendly, what you would think of as a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot. There's many tribes, and they all call themselves different things. And this appears to be a Kana. The stick on the top that looks like a backwards number 7 has been broken, and it's actually attached up there in the upper right hand side by moss. Here's the same Kana, the upper backward 7, and then the parallel stick below right next to my husband's foot. Okay, the stick at an angle has been broken. This one right there, and there's a little stream. You can hear it. It's right where those trees are, and it's pointing down the trail, and that's where this trail meets the main trail. It's always been my belief that this is the entrance to their kingdom back here. Okay, the other stick. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about the sideways. This is where I think they live, up on this hill up here. All this deadfall you see is from the ice storm last year. Yeah, sorry about that sideways view. I don't know why it didn't flip. So we've seen a few of these sticks. It's a stream back here, and these sticks going across the trail, and then they point up the hill to game trails. There was one behind us a little bit back there. This has been here for quite a while, but it is pointing to game trail. Okay, so here's this stick on the trail, and it's broken in several places, and it's pointing to this stick that's leaning up against a very moss covered tree. And if you look around, it's just not the right kind of branch to have just simply fallen out of the tree. The only thing that matches it is those down trees sticking out right there. You can see them right there. Okay, so I looked at this stick, it pointed me to this stick, and there's a game trail right here going up the side of the mountain. Okay, this stick right here is about 7 or 8 feet tall. So this piece of moss is very much a standout, and it happens to be right near this. The easiest route to get to the water from this trail, it's the closest it comes, and you can see, gosh, it's almost like steps. You can see that it's being utilized as a trail down to the water. There's like, it's really hard to, the depth is difficult to see, but there's literally like steps going down there. and away right across the water. And that other downed log over there looks like it's been stepped on a bunch. Everything's all mashed down on it. Interesting. Yeah, we're feeling this area big time. We're feeling it. Feel like we're being watched. This is clearly a trail marker. Clean water, I guess. Good water access. And I have no idea where this, where this moss came from. There's a little bit right there on the trail as well. But have you seen this moss anywhere else, honey? I mean, but on this trail since we've walked up? No, I haven't. Anyway, I feel like this is a clear marker to get to the water. I've given you a scale with my husband's hand. I think what we're looking at here is a bear print because of the flat bottom, and it looks like claws pushing into the mud there. Okay, I think we might have a bear print here. How deep is it? It's deep. It's at least 2.5 inches deep. It looks like maybe some claw marks and strange little cavitations over here, but I don't know. There's all kinds of weirdness. Looks like a bear print to me. I'm not sure. Okay, I found another clump of this white moss, and it is right near a beaten down path to the water, right? It's flowing under this downed tree right here. So it's right here. There's a bunch of stomped down, bunch of traffic, and then the water's right there. So it looks like this is how they're marking their access to water. So right after I filmed this clip, my husband and I both heard at the same time. We both heard a growl, and it was very close to us, and it certainly did not sound like any animal I've ever heard of. It kind of sounded like this. It went, and I have been taught by a beautiful and amazing and intelligent Native American woman that that particular sound is a sound that they make when they mean no. So when my husband and I both heard that sound, it was very low and it was very close. And like I said, we felt like we were being watched the whole time. We turned around at this point and went back down the trail. Possible Kana leading to an extremely heavily used trail going up into the forest, and it looks like there's a blind up there. Really well, heavily used game trail. Right out onto the road, and then we have this right base of it. Okay, so the reason I keep talking about Kana is because I have learned from the Northwest Native Tracker, which you can find her here on YouTube under NWPacificTracker. I highly recommend her channel for people who are serious about learning about cryptids and, you know, all kinds of cryptids. She lives near me here in the Pacific Northwest, and she is an incredible fount of information that you're not going to get anywhere else. And so I learned from her that the cryptids, especially the Sabe forest people, again, who you would think of as Bigfoot, that they utilize kana, and I did some of my own experiments and left out kana, and I got responses on my own property. Okay, not sure what the next photo is. I don't think it's of this, but let's let's take our chances and end with that. Oh no, wait, one more. Here's a nest area. Anyway, it's about, looks like a couple things were laying here, but the entire area is about, well, it goes over here too, 20 feet long, 10 feet wide, and I hear something. I think there might be a spring right here. I don't know if you can hear it. Could easily have been, you know, deer. There's some depressions. I don't know. Look kind of hoofy. Hard to say. Definitely somebody was sleeping here recently. For sure. Yeah, so this very well could have been a place where a bunch of elk bedded down for the night. It's the pushed down grass is a little too large of an area for deer, and deer don't usually travel in huge packs. They usually travel in smaller family packs, whereas elk travel in much bigger packs. So my guess is that this is probably where a bunch of elk were sleeping. I very much doubt that the Sabe would bed down right next to this timber road. However, I have found Sabe scat on this road fairly, actually kind of almost exactly where I'm standing right now. Okay, and these are just some pictures on the drive home. So little covered bridge action for you. There you go. Okay, so I would say, folks, if you are interested in the Bigfoot people, that hang on, let me get to something where I'm not talking. Okay, so back to the bear print. So if you guys are interested in cryptids, I assure you they are nobody's figment of imaginations. These are absolutely real flesh and blood beings. They likely possess a lot more advanced psychic abilities than we do, and they obviously possess much more greater thousands of years of cultivated woodcraft, which is why they can get around in the woods and not be seen or heard unless they choose to be, or unless you somehow sneak up on them, which, you know, can happen depending on like the environmental conditions. But I think what I really would like my Terra Incogweirdos to understand is that this is not a subject that is under consideration in terms of being questioned out here. The people who live out here don't talk about is Bigfoot real? They talk about when was the last time I saw a Bigfoot. So, and let me assure you that my husband's foot is not all that big. Just for reference, so you know, my husband wears a size 9 adult male shoe to give you some scale there. So yeah, I will be giving you lots more videos about cryptids. A few years ago, your Auntie Angie drew the attention of a young male Bigfoot who essentially he courted me for months, to the sometimes delight and sometimes dismay of my family members. And I will be giving you videos to tell you more about my interactions with the Sabe forest people in my area. But thanks for tuning in for this little video about an area not too far from me that I know to be inhabited by these native peoples, which I believe them to be. You could call them Aboriginal if you like. There's many, many tribes and many different kinds of cryptids, and guess what? They interbreed as well. So you can have you could have a Bigfoot dogman cross, kind of like we do. That's what we have around here. Kind of crazy. I know it sounds absolutely nuts, but that's what everyone wants you to think. They want you to think that this is nuts so that you'll just toss it aside. But I assure you, these are real people that live all over the world in the remote forested areas. So tune in again for another episode of Terra Incogweirdo, where we will be talking about more Terra Incogweirdness. I love you all very much, and I hope you have a blessed day. And if somebody calls you a weirdo, what do? You refer them to Bigfoot. He'll sort them out for you. All right, Incogweirdos, love you. Slán go fóill. Talk to you later.